This is Daryl Stewart at Daryl Stewart Wellness. I wanted to go over the common mistakes that people do when they're tapping, and I wanted to do this so that you can improve your tapping and be more specific when you're going through your tapping rounds. So let's start off with number one. Number one includes drinking at least a half a glass of water before you do any type of tapping, because that makes you hydrated and it helps with the circulation of the energy throughout your system so that you can release whatever emotions that you're dealing with. And generally most of us are dehydrated at some level, so it's always good to have that glass of water. So drink a half a glass of water before every time that you do some tapping so that you can get more of a release from the emotions or the blocks that you're dealing with. The second mistake is about being too general when you're tapping on the different acupressure points around a specific person, place, or thing. So if you have set up a statement saying, even though I am angry at maybe one of your parents, do you realize that there's so many different times that you might have been angry, sad, pissed off, overwhelmed with one of your parents? So what I'd like you to do is to think about one particular event that maybe you were sad, overwhelmed, pissed off, angry about with one of your parents or your spouse, whoever it is, because that's more specific and that will release so much more energy around a particular event versus using a random general statement. I'm angry at my parents. So being angry at your parents or your spouse or your kids could be in the hundreds, if not the thousands of times. So I want you to get specific on why you're having that specific feeling about somebody or something in your life. Number three is not using the tapping when you get overwhelmed or on a daily basis. So what I want you to get into is this habit of getting up in the morning, going to have a shower, and tapping in the shower on specific emotions or feelings that you're feeling from the overnight so that you can release those feelings so that you can have a better day and any resistances on showing up in a certain way. When you get into situations that you feel stressed, upset, overwhelmed, that's the most amazing place to use this tapping, because you're releasing any type of emotions that you're feeling due to that situation that you're having around overwhelm or stress or upset. So I want you to get into that habit of taking a deep breath and start tapping on any of the points that you wish so that you can release the connection to the stress and anxiety, and also the cortisol that has been released into your body that is really harmful for you long term. Number four is overcomplicating tapping. If you are feeling overwhelmed with a certain feeling towards one person, just simply say, I'm overwhelmed with so-and-so, I'm overwhelmed with so-and-so. It really is making me feel overwhelmed with so-and-so. I have this anger about so-and-so and this situation. I'm sad about this situation. You don't need to overcomplicate this setup. Just go into the feeling, specific feeling, who it's directed towards, or who the person, place, or thing, and start tapping on the tapping points, whatever that specific event that is going on, and that will release so much. So don't overcomplicate it, just keep it simple, the feeling and the person, place, or thing that you're directing this towards. The last mistake that a lot of people do is they don't seek help for those deeper issues that are a bit icky and yucky that I don't think a lot of us want to work on or do by ourselves. We can do 60 or 70% of the work on our own with basic tapping and being specific in that, but the other 30 or 40% needs to be done with a practitioner that's certified in emotional freedom techniques, EFT tapping, or deeper EFT tapping, like myself. so that you can go in and look at those limiting beliefs or any stuck emotions around why you're showing up in a certain way and not able to manifest the life that you want, whether it's success, the best body that you want, the best relationship, whatever it means to you. So it's really important to take the time to work with people that are advanced in their skills. And I even do this with my own inner work because I know that they can look at my situation in a different way and sometimes in a clearer way, because when we're so in our junk and our stories, sometimes we don't see those connections or those ways to release the stuff that we've been dealing with all of our lives. I love comments, and if you have any insights on this whole process, please leave your comments below. I love those. And if you want to set up the next step in your development and just getting through those blocks or stuck emotions that you're dealing with right now, I invite you to click on the link below so that you can set up a clarity call with me, 30 minutes complimentary, so we can talk about any concerns that you have about moving ahead in your life. So this is Daryl Stewart at Daryl Stewart Wellness.